Hey y'all, what's up? What's good? How's everybody doing? And today, BlackGhostFace here is back with a whole new volume of Red Ruby. Folks, Volume 5 was a trip. Volume 5 was a trip. Now, like I said, the finale, it was crazy. A lot of good, a lot of bad, a lot of suspense happened. But in the end, they won. Got the relic. They're on their way to Atlas. And for the Volume 6 short, though, I can see that explains a lot of things. Seeing, Mufasa back then, Khan back then, Adam back then, along with Ilya as well, like, makes sense to where now I see why that Khan and Mufasa did not see eye to eye after what just happened. And that's the thing too. What if Mufasa got killed right then and there? And for those of you who don't know who Mufasa is, so I give out nicknames and everything. Mufasa is Blake's father. Okay? Gira. But I call him Mufasa because of that moment that he, was fighting in that semi-finale when his house was raided by Tweedledee and Tweedledum. Yeah. So, as soon as Adam, saved the day and, Mufasa was like, it wasn't necessary, Khan literally said, he saved you, right? You could have been killed. Literally. Ever since then, time moving forward until, of course, Blake was there. But sooner or later, it led to where, boom, she abandoned you. Boom, you left the people at Haven. You abandoned them as soon as, you were surrounded by an angry mob of Faunus's. I would say angry mob. I would say a peaceful mob. A peaceful mob. And, of course, Blake, Son, Ilya, Mufasa, Kali, and the Mr. Police. And it was you and under 10 White Fang soldiers. Yeah. But, you see now, where is he going to go to? There's no way he's going to return back to the, White Fang organization after what happened. That was, come on now, what kind of king or ruler runs and leaves their people behind? But anywho, we're jumping into the next volume of RWBY, folks. So let's sit back and relax and enjoy ourselves. You know how things go. Reactions, what gets my attention. If you're new, you want to stay tuned to more RWBY content coming your way. Stab that button down below. I'll continue to give you a show. Now, I ain't wasting no more time. Let us begin. RWBY. It begins again. It's already a fight.
Got him! Now who's next? Thank me later!
It's nice seeing a team back in action.
Yeah.
Woo!
Good to see you're not rusty.
Why is it always something?
It's always something.
Look at that! Red!
Woo! That was a close one.
I can't believe he turned his back on us. He just...
Step away from my throne. We have work to do.
We?
He came
Everyone
back?
knows what you did. You abandoned your brothers at Haven.
Step away from my...
We are not taking orders from you anymore. We heard you folded the moment you got sass from the Belladonna girl. Guess she's
Ooh.
got more control over you than you...
What?
Really?
The Belladonna girl. Blake.
You thought it wasn't too late for you back then. This man Hill.
It's been 2 weeks since the attack on Haven. The official report states that the plot to destroy Mistral's CCT tower was thwarted by Gira Belladonna and the Faunus militia group from Menagerie. A huntsman and some students coincidentally visiting the headmaster were also able to lend some assistance. Unfortunately, Leonardo Lionheart lost his life while trying to defend his school.
Tragic.
Those responsible for organizing the attack managed to escape. As I'm sure you can guess, there's a lot more to this report than I'm willing to say in this letter. But for now, what I'm trying to say is that we're on our way to Atlas, James. There's a good chance we'll get there before this letter does, but in case we don't, I need you to know that we're bringing a lot more than bad news with us. See you soon, Crow.
A lot more.
Hey, what's with the running?
Now what's with the standing? It's almost time!
Somebody's excited.
And?
What an absolute waste of
What
time.
did you get me?
You'll have to wait and see.
No fair!
Oh, I can't believe we're taking the train to Argus. Beautiful northern coastline. You think it's too early for beach season?
Red doesn't have a problem.
But we will be one step closer to Atlas.
Well, I'm glad you're all excited, but I don't think you appreciate the trouble I went through to leave Atlas.
I know you're worried, Weiss, but trust us. Team RWBY won't leave your side for a second. I promise.
No one's gotta be worried with us around.
And
I love the music. Just died down.
Why, Dee and Dudley, of course.
Dee
The
and
Argus
Dudley?
Limited's very own huntsman. We'll be keeping everyone safe as we pass through grim territory.
But for a generous tip, we can make sure your passenger car gets extra special attention should things get dangerous.
Yeah, I got a tip for you.
Hey.
Buzz off.
Exactly, Crow.
Mistral's really scraping the bottom.
Let him know.
these days.
Hey, you're talking to a...
A professional huntsman.
A real deal, huh?
It seems like one of you heroes left the staff entrance to the caboose wide open. It'd be a shame to lose your job before it even started.
I didn't do it.
Come on, dummy. Well, I didn't do it either.
I do hope those weren't Beacon graduates.
You know, sometimes the burden of saving the world feels overwhelming. But then people like that come along and make me grateful that it's our job and not theirs.
Agreed.
So, you kids ready to go? Bike all loaded up?
Yep, just waiting on Blake, as usual.
I still don't feel like I deserve the freedom you and your family granted me. Well, you're going to have to get over it, Ilya. Saving Haven had a huge impact on how Faunus are seen in Mistral. Now it's up to you all to take the progress and keep running with it. Right. The White Fang may have been a failure, but with your father starting up a new movement, I've got more faith than ever before. Thank you, Blake, for everything. I wish it didn't have to go.
What a friends for?
I know.
A real
But my
friend.
team needs me.
Actually.
We're going to track down the people responsible for the attack on Haven and the fall of Beacon. Always trying to save the world. More than you realize.
Hey, I knew your parents already saw you off, but where's...
Son? Oh, he's right here. What? You didn't think I was gonna miss your big send-off, did you?
He definitely overslept.
Hey!
Shh. Hey, Blake. Now, would you hurry up? Need I remind you, we have our own trip to plan. Oh. I didn't know Ilya was gonna be here. I'll give you two a moment. Hey, almost didn't see you there. 'Cause, you know, the camouflage?
Wrong tree.
They'll figure it out.
So, you're really going to Vacuo?
That's right. Seeing you reunited with the rest of Team RWBY really made me realize something. I'm like the worst team leader ever. Me and the boys were cool with a little hiatus, but we gotta make up for lost time. Shade Academy's not dealing with any problems like Haven right now. Plus, that means I can show the guys around my old stomping grounds.
And I have to admit, I think I was kind of getting used to having you around.
I go where I'm needed. And you don't need me anymore.
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds sad.
Look, despite the drama and the fighting and the numerous attempts on my life, I had a lot of fun.
Well, you know
where you're supposed to be now.
Son, I don't think I'll ever be able to thank you enough. I'm still,
You're still working a lot of things out. I know. But you can do it with them. And in the future, who knows? I've got a feeling you haven't seen the last of me.
I certainly hope not.
That's the type of send-off he wants.
I don't know, man.
That's the type of he always
like
wanted, probably.
It was never about that, Brainiac. Besides, now that your leader's back and hardened from battle, I've got to focus all of my time into getting you boys ready for the wastelands.
I really hope I see him again, because he brings, like, the comedy and high morale to the group. To every group. He's like the life of the party. Well, one of the life of the parties.
Alright, girls. I think it's time for an official team exercise. Who wants to play video games?
I mean, if you want me to kick your butt, yeah, sure. Let me grab my scroll.
Here, let me help you with that.
Blake, you don't have to do that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh man, she's still trying to
We're gonna be fine.
make things work.
It's just gonna be a bit before things are back to normal. But I am glad we're all back together.
Exactly. That's what matters.
Yeah. Okay.
How touching.
Oh, hey, Uncle Crow. You want to play too?
Kick your butts? Sure.
What was that?
Exactly what it sounds like.
Yep.
Just my luck.
It's not yours. Grab your weapons.
Just when we thought we was gonna have some wholesome moments. No such thing. Especially when that shows up. Alright, let's see what you got. What?
What's the plan, Ruby?
Don't let anyone else die.
Wow. I'm thinking he was gonna do something.
No, I'm keeping control.
What's going on?
Trouble. There you go.
Come on.
Okay. This ain't no ordinary train. This baby got defense.
Ah, yes.
Woo! Oh! That big fish turned a little fish to go. Oh my God! It's drawing attention even more.
Why is it always something?
How can I help? You can get that idiot to shut off the turrets. They're just drawing the Grim toward the passengers.
Right.
Now maybe if the turrets was right there with him in the back, then okay.
You gotta shut the turrets off.
Are you crazy? No way!
He doesn't even realize the situation.
Yes! Another one down.
Stop! You have to lure the Grim to the back.
What does it matter if they're dead?
They're leaving?
Where are they going?
Oh my God, that's right! That's why! Oh my God! Oh, that has... Oh God! Oh, that's a scary sight.
I said, turn those damn things off.
Dang.
Things are keeping us alive.
Us, sure, but they're putting the passengers.
In charge here.
Forgive me if I'm not exactly reassured. Take it easy, right? We're just trying.
Get off me!
Look, if you bozos had been doing your job instead of shaking down passengers, maybe we wouldn't be in this.
Please just shut off the turrets.
Trust us. We know what we're doing.
I'm surprised that arm is still there. I really am.
Ren, could you use your semblance to mask everyone on this train? With the guns off and emotions hidden, they might lose track of us.
I've never attempted to affect this many people.
Oh, you've never had Jean's help before.
That's right.
You could amplify your aura.
Yeah, that's an alright plan.
It is.
Don't look so worried, Ren. You can totally do this.
It's like a big boost, basically.
I'm afraid there's one complication. Grim are also attracted to this.
What's that?
None of your business.
Yeah, you need to know.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't you tell us that?
Another secret?
Doesn't matter right now. Every second we're on board this train, we're putting everyone else in danger. Get the passengers to the front cars. You'll still mask the emotions and kill the turrets. We just can't come with you. If we cut the back cars with us and the relic on them, we can deal with the Grim. You just make sure the rest of the train makes it safely to Argus.
Only if you'll promise you'll meet us there.
Promise.
Got a mysterious person. Deja vu? Literally deja vu. Here they come. Wow. Morpheus, another secret. Why am I not surprised? Okay. Ooh. Oscar had his own. Or if that was Morpheus, that would have been long gone. Here you go, Crow. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. That's for real ground. Oh boy. We're about to see a signature move. Woo! Fatality. Wow. Wow. That is so rare that you see Ruby and Crow doing a signature move.
Yeah.
Still alive.
That sure was a close one, huh?
Maria? Ooh, boy, 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 boy. That was a exciting way to kick this off. Seriously, exciting. There's so many. What else? Okay, so first off, let me just say this real quick. That was an exciting way to kick off Volume 6. There's so much that happened. Oh, I got so many questions. Okay, first question. Why? Why is, you see how it started, right, with the action? Like, just to show you that, hey, we're not going to start this off slow. We want to make sure you stay hyped. Now, the first question I have, right? You see Weiss, right? She's wearing a red scarf. Now, I know a lot of people saying that, you know, from the ships and all that, White Rose, Bumblebee, Black Sun, well, Nora and Ren, they're pretty much an official thing. So, but Like, you see how they put that little hint right there, right? That hint for Weiss, for that red scarf. It just shows how close she is, to RWBY. That you say we're not BFFs, but you could wear. That's the thing, though. You see, you could wear an all white dress, right? But you're wearing a red scarf. Why is that? Honestly, I mean, it could have been a white scarf, to match with your dress or your combat skirt. But we're moving on to the next question. Who are these two? Who are these next two Tweedledums over here? I mean, you're trying to. What are you trying to flirt because there was multiple girls in the group or something? Like, come on now. And I mean, that's why I find it so funny that you're trying to show off your big and bad, we're husband and all that, we can take care of y'all, we'll protect you. But what happened to D? D, he was about to do something. Literally, you making all that talk, spend that big game, and out of nowhere, you got literally yoinked away and dropped off. They didn't even try to eat you or anything. They just picked you up and threw you to the side. Like, you are not our problem. You are nothing but a flower. Just yank and throw away. Oh man. And I literally said, let's see what you got. I mean, I like the weapon that he had, but that did nothing. Oh my God. I don't know. I don't know if he's dead. I don't know. Because I can't confirm someone is dead if they don't show the body. And that's the thing. Okay, I can understand you got thrown off a train. I get that. You're going. I wouldn't say you're going to die, but if you got thrown off a cliff, that's a whole different story. But this was snow. Okay, so I'm sure he's probably still alive, just bruised and everything. But that was so disrespectful that they just picked you up and threw you away. Alright? Like we don't, usually when people say, oh, don't eat me, I'm on skin and bone, that tastes terrible. They literally did it in a reference to that. We don't want to eat you, you taste terrible. But you see the team back in action. You see the team doing their thing. But as soon as, okay, going forward, right? Of course, before going on train, Blake was talking to Ilya. Now, here's the thing right here. I could say that Ilya, she can be the lieutenant, right, of Blake's parents. She could be the lieutenant. Because, hey, I mean, you see that she proved to be a very good fighter. She has great camouflage, so she could be like a great ninja, a great, infiltrator. You know what I mean? So that's what I think. That's, hey, honestly, as soon as she, how it shows the feet, right? And it goes, it shows the other person too. I want to ask y'all this one question. For that moment right there, what do y'all think what do you think she was going to do? Because how it shows the feet and one foot up and everything, showing that, okay, he's doing like a kissing scene or something. What did y'all think she was going to do? I mean, yeah, she gave her a hug and everything, and you can see that Ilya respects the boundaries. That, okay, you don't see me like that, so it's cool. So basically saying we still cool, friends. But Sun was right there. Neptune just spawned out of nowhere, like literally. I don't know how, but hey. But you know how Neptune is. Neptune, this man is literally thirsty. I wouldn't say thirsty. I would say he's just a huge simp when it comes to seeing any type of beautiful girl in his path. Like, really, my guy? But going back to the fact of Sun and Blake's conversation, seems like Sun is going to part ways and everything with Blake, even though been there with her for a whole volume, literally a whole volume. I mean, it'll be even more nice if they, like the team, was with them as well, because it's like, hey, the more the merrier, right? And not only that, not only it's like a serious like times right now, but it can be fun times too, you know, to where, hey, the morale is down. You got Sun, you got Neptune there, you know, cheer people up in a way. But they have somewhere to go elsewhere, and I'm hoping I see those guys again. I really, really do. Okay, because I mean, we lost, you know, important people from this show, from this version. So don't want to lose another important character right now. I want to say what show this reminds me of, but I don't, because we're in the RWBY world right now. But going forward, right? Okay, the fight. Dudley saw his friend literally got swooped away like an owl to a rat, just swooped away. But the difference is I just picked you up and just tossed you off. So he activated the defenses of the train, which I'm thinking is going to be just an ordinary train. No, it's not. Got defenses on when it's like a little lockdown. Had got a little armor, but what Crow says is right. The turrets are drawing them towards the passengers. Now, here's the part where I would say that, what if the turrets was in the back where they're at? That way, they got some supporting fire or suppressing fire in a way, you know? Because if it was in the back where they at, hey, things would have been way much easier. But no, it's in the front where all the passengers are at. And you see that big fish Grim. That big fish was letting the little fish know, take those down. And that, of course, was drawing them towards the passengers. But of course, you know, a rookie huntsman doesn't realize how some Grim work. Like, you see, like, bigger Grim, in a way, they kind of smart. It's not like, oh, we're going to attack the same exact place. No, we're being tacticians. We're going to be attacking in plans and unisons and all that. But as soon as you see them flying off, and at first I was wondering, like, are they about to do like a swanton bomb or something, like a swan dive? But as soon as Oscar said tunnel, I'm like, oh my god, that makes so much sense. And as soon as everyone ducked to safety, he was the only one. Oh man, and it showed zoomed into to where, ooh, the thing is, I'm surprised that forearm is still there. I'm surprised it's still attached to you, man. That could have gone so bad. Oh man, that could have been horrible. Like, okay, I get it that, oh, you know, I fell, I got a dislocated shoulder, broken arm, but the fact that you're on a high-speed moving train and you're going towards a tunnel, literally, that was straight up like cement, brick, elements to where that could have just torn it right off in a way if you're going that fast. But as soon as Nora was saying that, why don't you use your semblance to, you know, mask everyone? But the fact that John, he finally unlocked his semblance in a way, this man is not only just a medic, he's a booster, like I said. Amplifier, sure, but booster, he boosts your semblance literally to where it's easy. Easy. But that old lady, and I see in a sub, her name is Maria. And it showed in the open that she's going to be part of the group. So I'm curious to know about this new character now, honestly. But we're not going to forget that, okay, look, I get that, you know, they're attacking the turns and the passengers, but that's not really the reason. The reason is because of the relic. So, Morpheus, when were you going to tell us that? Do you see what I mean? I said this before in volume 5, that if didn't Yang said no more lies, no more half truths. You forgot to mention no more secrets, because now we risked our lives for this relic. You need to tell us about this relic. You still haven't even told us all about Salem. Okay, you only told us, a little bit of this and that. You told us the breadcrumbs. You told us the breadcrumbs of Salem. And now you're telling us that this relic is attracting Grim? Why? How? When were you ever going to tell them that? And that's the thing, too. They would have never known about that unless he told them. And you see, right? You see it's growing doubt already. Yang is starting to doubt him that what more are you hiding from us? But anyway, though, seeing from the opening, right? Let me go back. So going back to this part right here. Who do you think you're trying to fool here? You see this, right? You can't tell me that if you saw this open, and of course you see the finale of volume 5, the finale fight between Raven and Cinder, and at first I'm thinking, oh my gosh, she did it, she finished her off, froze her, she could have shattered and all that. But after seeing that blade right there, you're not fooling anyone, Rooster Teeth. You really ain't slick. Now, maybe, just maybe, if that blade was not shown, you see how it first showed her, right, walking in the rain and all that. Then you see Roman Torture's hat. So, I don't know. I don't know what that's saying right there. Is Roman still alive? Did he survive? I don't know. But the first time you saw this character right here, you would think, whoa, who's this person? But when you see this right here, that gives it away like 99.9% of the time. So that's obviously Cinder, folks. Come on now. I've seen that blade so many times. It's literally like in my head right now. Like literally, I got the image of the sword in my head. Come on now. That gave it away. What if that blade was not shown? What if it showed her, meeting somebody, or mysterious character in robes meeting somebody? What if it showed that? Then I'll still be wondering who is this mysterious character. But no, the sword gave it away. Clear as day. But anywho though, you see the part with the deja vu with Blake when she, cut half of the train off and seeing Adam right there. Deja vu, black trailer. Come on now. But yeah, there's a lot of things from the opening I am expecting to see. But I just wanted to say from that part right there with the sword, come on now. When I saw that sword, you can't tell me, unless there's someone who got the same type of sword as Cinder, unless. But other than that, I'm calling it right there. That's Cinder. That's all I'm saying. Like I said, if the sword was never shown in that opening, I would still be wondering who is this mysterious person. You see, we got another mysterious character. Well, not really mysterious character anymore because her name's Maria, old lady. But anywho, we're jumping into the next episode, folks. Enjoy. Flashback. She's so lucky. See, she lucky there was water down there. If there was like just straight concrete dirt, she would have been dead.
Gods. Are you okay? Where did you...
Why was she running? As soon as I saw that, I'm gone.
That's what Oz said.
You've got to be joking.
I mean, bright side. We finally get out of this house.
Well, trust me, I'm not crazy about it either. And without the Spring Maiden here to seal the relic back in its vault, it's our best option.
Atlas may be the safest kingdom we have at the moment, but their borders are closed. General Ironwood called everyone back.
Not everyone. The city of Argus is a ways north of us, and it's the primary trading port between Anima and Solitas. They've got the largest Atlas military base outside of the kingdom. There's no way they'd leave it abandoned, and if we play our cards right, I think there's a good chance we could convince them to escort us straight to Ironwood.
I mean, we do have the missing heiress to Schneedas Company. Ex-heiress, actually.
True, true. But if there's a chance of reward money, I say we go for it.
Hopefully the first option will suffice.
Glad to see you're feeling better.
Likewise. And while I'm sure we could all use more time to recover, I'm afraid time is of the essence.
Right. As long as that thing's out in the open, its power could fall into the wrong hands.
Speaking of, what does it do, exactly? Crow never really told us.
Of course. The Relic of Knowledge has a wonderful and incredibly dangerous ability. Its user can ask any question, and the lamp will provide an answer.
Intriguing.
That's incredible.
Basically a genie.
However,
in a
it's
way.
not without drawbacks. The lamp cannot tell you of events that have yet to happen, and it will only ever answer 3 questions every 100 years.
Whoa!
Well,
Every 100 years?
I guess that's not so bad. Adds a lot of pressure, though.
Then let's put it to a vote. What should we ask first? Oh!
They're not wishes.
I know.
I'm afraid you won't be able to ask it anything at the moment. The questions were used before I sealed it away.
Well, at least now we know what it is.
Oh,
Be sure to keep
God.
it safe.
I love Nora. I love how she said, can we ask you more questions?
Great. This is just great. We're stranded. We lost a third of our party, and we have gained a defenseless old lady.
My name is Maria Calavera.
Calavera.
And I am not defenseless. I'm just a little hard of hearing. And blind without my eyes. That are in desperate need of repair. Okay, I'm starting to see your point.
Yang, knock it off, will ya? If we lose our cool now, we'll just be inviting even more Grim.
Does that even matter? Apparently, we've been attracting Grim since we left Haven.
Oh, and how could I forget about that? What happened to no more lies and half-truths?
Yeah. I think it's time we got an explanation. I did not lie to you.
Well, you certainly didn't tell us everything about the relic.
Everything.
Now is not the time.
No, we're past that. I want to know why you're still not telling us everything.
It is true that the Grimm are attracted to the relics. It's faint but undeniable. I believe it has to do with their origin, but I'm not entirely sure. Regardless, I feared that making you all aware would only add anxiety and negativity. It seemed like the safer option.
You know, I'm getting real tired of people choosing what's best for me.
Is that why you chose to lie to everyone about Lionheart too?
Yes, as a matter of fact. I believed the Kingdom of Mistral deserved better than the truth. And I believed Leonardo deserved to be remembered for his lifetime of service, and not the unfortunate missteps he made in his final years.
Missteps?
What Professor Lionheart did was reprehensible. I am not here to argue differently. But does one lapse in judgment truly negate all of his good? Do we not all have regrets? You may have met Professor Lionheart, but you never met the man he was before Salem found him.
Look, we're supposed to be in this together. You can trust us. We're not gonna turn our backs on you.
Do you really think Leo was the first? That he didn't say those exact same words to me? I'm sorry, but you have to understand that my behaviors are backed by experience. I'm not saying that I have reason to think you will betray me. I'm saying that I have reasons for the things that I do, the secrets I keep. The reason I... Where's the relic?
Right here. It got scattered in the crash.
Please, hand it over.
So all those times you talked about having faith in humanity, that was just for everyone else?
That's not what I meant to suggest. Miss Rose, the relic is a powerful item, and I simply feel as though it is my burden to bear.
But you said it couldn't do anything right now.
Why does it matter who carries it?
I need you to listen to me.
Buzz?
Hurry. He's trying to stop you.
Oscar!
Stop her from what?
He's trying to fight. He's fighting back.
Find out what he's hiding. Her name is Jen. Say her name to summon her.
Her name? Jen?
What?
The fuck?
Wonderful.
Is she?
Tell me, what knowledge do you seek?
Wow. Alrighty then. She gotta be all Assassin's Creed now. Mysterious. Dangerous.
You don't want to get caught up by what you're about. Here it comes.
So this is the part where I'm supposed to see Roman Torture's hat fly around. Ah, a gang group. A gang. When it comes to the spiders.
That's far enough. Okay.
You know, she could easily kill all y'all, right? Just throwing that out there.
You're little Miss Malachite.
I'm Little Miss gonna skin you alive if you ever take that tone with me again. Looks like your life savings.
It was somebody's.
Cute. What do you want for it?
I'm looking for these travelers.
Well, sweetheart, you came to the right place.
Hey, you made it.
A little jumpy today, hmm? You know, I used to be afraid of spiders. Want to know what I did about it?
Learn to kill them.
Ate them?
Oh no, the world needs spiders. I just made the spiders work for me.
Adorable.
Give us a week. We'll find your travelers.
Well, miss, we already know where they are. That big guy asked about them last week.
I know we know.
Big guy.
But what we don't know is who here in Mistral might be asking about her.
Meanwhile,
Jin, a being created by the god of light to aid humanity in its pursuit of knowledge. I've been graced with the ability to answer 3 questions every 100 years. You're in luck, as I'm still able to answer—
That's enough!
2 questions this era.
2? Oh, he really doesn't want them to know.
It's a pleasure to see you again, old man.
RWBY, please. Don't.
Hey.
Ooh, they are not in the mood.
Do whatever you think is right, kiddo.
They want to know.
Jin? What is Ozpin hiding from us?
No!
Ooh!
What? What? Weiss? Yang?
Wow.
Blake! Ruby?
He was trying to stop them.
Once upon a time,
Ooh.
there stood a lonely tower that sheltered a lonely girl. Named Salem.
What? Oh! That was Salem? Back then? Get the fuck out of here. Those two have history. And she just unlocked the biggest door I've been trying to open for so long. Oh my god. My head hurts. My head hurts right now. The biggest thing I want to talk about right now is the fact that, okay, that moment right there, as soon as they was trying to tell him, you can trust us, but Leo said the same thing to him, and look what happened. Betrayal. Mutiny. Now, from Morpheus' perspective, point of view, I get it. Because if you meet a person, right, and of course, let's say you meet a person, right, you're friends with that person, and they be like, you know, we cool, I got your back, all this and that, but sooner or later down the road, betrayal. Then sooner or later, you don't see that person no more. Then that's when you meet another person, and so on and so forth. So I can understand that you met a lot of people who said the same thing, that, you know, not going to betray you, but they end up betraying you. That's why. That's one of the reasons why he's so secretive. That's one of the reasons why it's best for me not to tell you the truth. It's best for me to handle everything that I know, because if I tell you, hey, bring anxiety. Nah, man, that ain't the real reason. The reason is because you are afraid that you will be betrayed once again. That's his biggest fear. That it's like I'm telling you everything, and you just tell the whole world everything, even though you say I want to keep it a secret. Oh, that got so intense. It got so intense, so bad. And as soon as, and that's the thing, Oscar held him down. And you know what's funny? I'm thinking Morpheus would have fought back or something, but no. He held him down, and the thing is, Oscar already knows a little bit of Morpheus, because he said her name is Jen. I'm like, how do you know that, my guy? How? And as soon as it, okay, first off, you see how they look. They know that, oh, he's hiding even more stuff from us. Oh, no, 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 no. I'm not going to risk my life. Like I said in the last volume, I am not going to risk my life for something that I know little to nothing about. Okay? They literally risked their lives to get the relic. I'll say this again. They risked their lives for that relic. You would think it's fair to tell us everything about it, but you don't want to. And as soon as Jen and everything time, as soon as Ruby said that time stopped. I don't. You know what's crazy? The craziest part. Now, of course, I would talk about, Cinder trying to find the kids and all that, and the freaking Spider Corporation or the Spider Gang and all that, but they said a big guy came by, so that must have been Hazel, maybe? I'm not sure. Because if you say big guy, I'm thinking, okay, what other big guy do I know that is asking about where the children were at? But going back to that important part right there. As soon as Jen was summoned, and as soon as you said it's been a while, old man, it's been a while. Yep, that did it right there. Cause you said every 100 years I will only answer 3 questions. But you see, one of them must have already been answered. So when? But as soon as Crow was about to say something, they letting him know. Stop talking. Do not intervene in this. We're going to know. If you intervene, you better be ready. And he already knows that, okay. You can tell when they are serious. You can tell when if there ain't no words. There ain't no words to say to stop a person. They letting you know. Alright, you know what? Y'all got this. Because I already know for a fact, if Crow was a villain, he would have took, them down. But since he's, kind of close to them, especially Yang and Ruby, he knows that, you know what? Like you said, do what you think is right, because I know somewhere deep down Crow wants to know himself. Like, he wasn't around like that. But if I was Crow, I'll be like, you know what? I would want to know too. I'd be the first one that wanted to know, because I was there the longest around Morpheus. I was there the longest around him. You don't think I deserve to know too? What is Morpheus hiding from us? Woo-wee! Not just one door. This was every door in his mind that has been opened. The deepest, darkest secrets, and even beyond that, has opened in just one wish. One question. Oh my God, that's crazy. And you already know he was trying to stop them. But it's too late. She already asked the question. But Salem, though? Because back then I'm thinking, was she like born a demon or something? But no. I'm about to find out everything. So we about to sit back and relax, and we're going to just enjoy everything that I needed to know about Morpheus. Everything. Oh man, I got a headache. I'm about to have a bigger headache knowing more.
Locked away by her cruel father, Salem was a girl who desired but one thing: freedom. She lived in a time when kings and their kingdoms were plentiful, when men and women were capable of greatness, and magic was a gift from the gods that all could wield. And yet there she sat within her tower. Until one day, a legendary hero came to brave the challenges within the tower's walls. The people of the lands knew him as Ozma.
Wow!
Unlike those who had come before, this warrior was not driven by the prize of the young maiden's hand. He thought only for righteousness, and his pure heart and courageous soul.
So that's Morpheus? What?
They escaped the wretched fortress. And yet, something bound them together. Ozma had been ready to give his life for justice countless times, but now saw a woman worth saving it for. And Salem, to her surprise, found her freedom not in the outside world she had yearned for, but in the eyes of the man that had saved her.
So, where should we go now?
Wherever you'd like.
The two fell deeply in love, planned adventures around the world, and lived happily ever after. Or at least, that's what should have been.
That's downright fairy tale
Ozma, the
story.
infallible hero of legend, fell ill. And where all of the beasts and blades of the world had fallen short, a single sickness prevailed.
How could the gods let this happen?
The gods, brothers of light and darkness, creation and destruction. Salem prayed they would see the injustice that had befallen her love and make things right. The domain of light was a sacred place. It was here the elder brother dwelled beside his fountain of life and creation. It was here where mankind would fall to ruin.
That's not sacred. That's like divine sacred.
Please bring him back to me.
I understand your pain, but you demand of me that which I cannot make so. Life and death are part of a delicate balance.
So, you won't do it then?
To disrupt the cycle of...
That's not fair. That's not fair!
Let him rest.
You do not want to anger a god, sweetheart. Alright? That is one rule you should not do.
The god of darkness.
Oh.
None dared to enter his home,
None.
As men knew what monstrosities emerged from his blackened pools of annihilation. And so you must understand the Dark Lord's surprise when he found a lone woman kneeling before him. Salem understood it well. She told him of her loss, and professed that she knew only he could answer her prayers, all while careful to make no mention of his elder.
Rise, child, and let your faith in me be rewarded.
Wow.
Where am I?
That easy?
Where am I?
It's okay. Everything's going to be okay.
Oh, no, there won't.
What have you done?
I have done what I please, brother. You may bask in the powers of creation, but you do not own them.
This is not creation.
Do not lecture me.
I will do what I must to maintain order.
No! No! What did you do? Bring him back!
You dare enter my domain and show such disrespect!
Ozma!
I am abiding by the rules we agreed upon.
Rules that I now see work ever in your favor. And yet the day a mortal comes to pray at my feet before your own, so do you arrive to lay your judgment upon me.
Woo! Woo!
We have our differences, but I have not come here with the aim to control you. The same, however, cannot be said for her. This woman came to you only after I denied her pleas. Pleas that would have disrupted the balance that you and I created. Together.
Then it seems I owe you an apology.
Because she never told him that.
Correct my mistake.
Wow. Because she never told him that.
You monsters! Give him back to me! Give him back!
They threw you out. Never mind.
When you first came to me, I did pity you. But it is clear now that your selfishness and arrogance have led you astray.
What did you do to me?
I have made you immortal.
Whoa!
Immortal?
You cannot die. You cannot be with your beloved.
So long as this world turns, you shall walk its face. You must learn the importance of life and death. Only then may you rest.
Wow.
Salem was a prisoner once again.
Literally.
His attempts to reunite with Ozma eventually became nothing more than acts of spite and defiance against the gods. But perhaps the gods were not as powerful as they seemed. She had lied to them, turned them against one another. They were fallible. If she were to turn humanity against light and darkness, she could rid herself of their curse. Or at the very least, she could make them suffer. Salem traveled from one kingdom to another, telling tales of how she stole immortality from the gods, welcomed any swordsman to cut her down, and demonstrated her powers. With the kings and queens in awe, she pulled them deeper into her scheme. She painted them pictures of a time when they would no longer have to watch their loved ones wither and die, when they could claim the powers of their creators for themselves, and in turn perfect their own design. All they needed to do was destroy their old masters.
You serious?
The gods had hoped that Salem would learn from her eternal curse. And she did. She learned that the hearts of men are easily swayed.
Yes, they are.
Who has led you down this path?
I mean, what did you think?
To them, used against me.
He killed them all! Holy shit! He did the Thanos on them!
We could bestow upon you.
I'll come back. I'll tell the rest of the world of this massacre. Build a new army.
You do not understand. There is no one left.
No one!
You are all that remains of humanity.
Wow!
This planet was a beautiful experiment, but it is merely a remnant of what it once was. We will learn from this failure. I hope that you will learn from yours.
No, you can't leave. You can't leave. Come back.
Still demanding things of your creators.
That explains the moon! What?
Once again, Salem was alone.
Oh, my head hurts.
She cursed the gods. She cursed the universe. She cursed everything. Everything but herself. She wandered the face of the planet, awaiting a death that would never come, until fate led her back to the land of darkness. This was it. This had to be it. The Brothers Grimm, the pools of black that continued to give rise to horrific nightmares. If the Fountain of Life granted her immortality, then surely the pools of Grimm would finally take it away. She was wrong. This force of pure destruction could not destroy a being of infinite life. Instead, it created a being of infinite life with a desire for pure destruction. And in time, she would find her adversary.
Oh my god. That's insane.
Ozma.
Where am I?
We are between realms. I'm afraid a tragedy has befallen your home at the hands of my brother. We have chosen to depart this world, but in our absence, I would like to offer you the chance to return to it.
I don't understand.
Mankind is no more, yet your world remains. And in time, your kind will grow to walk its face once again. However, without our presence, they will be but a fraction of what they once were. Creation, destruction, choice, and knowledge were the ideals upon which humanity was made. Now, I leave them behind with the hope that you may learn to remake yourselves.
A crown, sword, staff, and the lamp.
These 4 relics will summon my brother and I back to your world. And humanity will be judged.
Ooh.
If your kind has learned to live in harmony with one another and set aside their differences, then we shall once again live among you, and humanity will be made whole again. But if your kind is unchanged, if you demand our blessings while still fighting amongst yourselves, then man will be found irredeemable, and your world will be wiped from existence. Until your task is complete, you will reincarnate. But in a manner that ensures you are never alone.
I'm sorry, but that world just isn't as dear to me without her. If I may, I'd rather return to the afterlife to see Salem.
You will not find her there.
You mean she isn't gone?
Salem lives, but the woman you hold dear in your memories is gone. Heed this warning. Where you seek comfort, you will only find pain. So, will you?
I'll do it.
Very well.
Like, just like that?
Our creation rests within your hands.
Wow. That's a heavy burden.
And so, Ozma was reborn.
Again.
Where am I?
Thank you. Please, tell me your name. Who are you?
He didn't know.
Ozma had found himself in a world completely unfamiliar to him. Cities looked different. Creatures known as the Faunus bore fangs and claws and were locked away in cages. And without the blessing of the gods, no one could perform magic like mankind was once capable of. No one but himself and a woman known as the Witch.
The Witch?
During his years of travel, he heard the same frightened whispers that spoke of a terrifying sorceress who commanded dark powers in the wilds among the beasts and monsters. Ozma was convinced that this witch was Salem, and decided he needed to see what she had become.
Oh boy.
Call it magic or call it something stronger. But in that moment, the two knew exactly who it was that stood before them.
What do we do now?
Whatever we like.
As Salem and Ozma recounted the events which had brought them back together, each withheld parts of their story. Salem, fearing Ozma would reject her, blamed the end of the world on the gods. Ozma, still unsure of where the truth lay, kept his task and the relics a secret. Though time passed and all seemed well, Ozma's conversation with the God of Light still lingered in his mind. He had found happiness, but humanity seemed more divided than ever before.
Are you surprised? This world is quite literally godless. These humans have no one to guide them. Perhaps that's all they need.
What are you saying?
We could become the gods of this world. Our powers surpass all others. Our souls transcend death. We can mold these lands into whatever we want, what you want. Create the paradise that the old gods could not.
The hearts of men are easily swayed.
Yeah. Just gotta find the right thing to say. Mm. Divine beings. And their statues.
The two amassed a following. That following grew into a prosperous kingdom. And at the head of that kingdom blossomed a family.
The 4 kids.
Are we sure this is right?
You said we needed to bring humanity together. In order to do that, we have to spread our word and destroy those who will deny it.
Mm.
What are we doing?
This isn't what he asked of me.
What did you say?
Mother! Father! Look!
Aww!
It was a miracle.
Her first
Their
power!
children could perform magic. But what should have been a joyous occasion was short-lived.
Mm.
Ozma told Salem everything.
Mm.
The true reason the God of Light had brought him back. The relics that lay scattered around the world. And the day of judgment he had been told to prepare for.
I don't know if he should have told her that.
None of that matters anymore. Why spend our lives trying to redeem these humans when we can replace them with what they could never be?
Mommy?
Hey, honey. Don't worry, kids. This is normal. Parents fight all the time. Little magic here and there. Destruction. Fire and brimstone. It's normal. Mm.
We finally have freedom.
Dang! Oh!
Thus began a long and painful cycle of death and rebirth for Ozma. Some lives were spent
reincarnation again.
Many were spent attempting to forget it all.
And
But
again.
no matter what, his mind would eventually turn back to the task he had been burdened with. And as the centuries went on, Ozma began to learn the importance of living with the souls with which he had been paired. But no matter where or how he lived, her presence was always felt. If humanity were ever to stand a chance of being united, one thing was clear.
He had to destroy Salem.
But how?
Knowing he could never rid the world of her through any mortal means, Ozma sought out the power of the relics. Armed with my knowledge, he believed he could fulfill his promise to the God of Light.
Where are the other relics?
He asked me his questions,
What powers do they possess?
and though I gave him my answers,
How do I destroy Salem?
not all of them were to his liking. You can't.
How can you kill someone that can't die? How can you kill someone that can't die? Seriously, how? Imprisonment? That's crazy. That's crazy. That all this time, everything has been put together now. Now they know. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the end of this video. Now, to talk about what everything that happened, the story, Salem, basically a fairy tale. What was that story called? You know, she's trapped in a tower, she's trying to be free. Rapunzel? Yeah, kind of like that. No, Rapunzel. But Morpheus showed up, saved her, fell in love, happy ending. But you mean to tell me, and that's the thing you hate. You think that I can take down monsters, I can take down like bosses, but when it comes to sickness, that's like the only thing that can defeat you so easily. But this girl was going to the gods to demand, bring him back. First of all, you don't walk on sacred grounds and ask the gods themselves a demanding request. Seriously? Now, of course, you begged and pleaded that, when she came back. And of course, he said no. You can't bring the dead back to life. It doesn't work like that. Unless you want him as a zombie, okay. But the fact that she messed up, she went to the god of destruction, the god of darkness, the younger brother, and mentioned nothing that I went to talk to your older brother. She mentioned none of that. Because the god of darkness thought that, well, since you came to me first, and you begged and pleaded, since hardly any humans will ever come to my domain, but you came here, begging and pleading that I bring someone back to life, my child. It is merely very simple. Boom. He's back to life. Just like that. But the big brother was there, and he's like, what the is this? You are not going to disrupt the balance that we agreed on. And do you know what the craziest thing? They was literally flicking a switch on this man's existence. He brought him back. God of Light took him away. But then the God of Darkness brought him back again. You see what I'm going with this, right? Back and forth. Back and forth. But they was literally about to duke it out because of one thing that she did not mention. And as soon as Shinron over here let it, the darkness, the dark dragon over here was realized that, wait, you mean to tell me that she went to you first and you denied her and she came to me? Wow. Oh, man, I am so sorry. I did not know because she didn't tell me. And then that's when he confirmedly flicked the switch right off, alright? Just turn it right off. Oh, that's crazy. At first I thought the God of Light killed her. I really did, but he made her immortal. And she needs to learn about life and death. Only then you can rest. So basically, you're telling someone who is spoiled, in denial, stubborn, on a very high level to learn their lesson. Yeah, I don't see that. And plus she's, ooh, yeah, that ain't gonna work. But you see that she persuade everybody, different kingdoms, to where you brought like three factions into one place. You trampled over the sacred grounds. And not only that, you gave, if I had powers, right, that was given to me by gods, why would I try to ruin that to where I get literally Thanos from existence? He literally Thanos Everybody. And not and you know, and no that I let me scratch that. He didn't Thanos. He super Thanos. Okay? Thanos did 50% of everything. Okay? But still though, he got rid of everybody in the world. Okay? He got rid of everyone in the world. If he did, he could get rid of everyone in the universe. That's why I would say he did the Big Brother Thanos, okay? That was a Big Brother Thanos. But that was even more epic though, to where they all got incinerated. Not evaporated, they got incinerated into molecules, particles, whatever you want to call it. And it's funny that they all tried to attack, right? You see how slow that was. He literally just absorbed all of that. And you already know for a fact, it's game over the moment you attack. He literally had, basically, I gave y'all my power. So, you're basically just, returning the powers to me? But, you basically biting the hand that feeds you. You know that, right? You was given powers from the same God you're trying to attack. And you think that, well, if we all use our attacks together, maybe we can destroy them. Yeah, that works in, you know, some anime shows and all that, but it doesn't work if the same being gave you those powers. I don't care if everyone in the whole world attacks at the same time. None of that's going to work. You see Shinron over there, he watched. He didn't need to intervene. He could have stopped his younger brother from, no, don't destroy them. No, you attacked. You trampled on our sacred ground, all because y'all was easily persuaded by one person because, oh, since you're immortal, oh, well, let me see if I can persuade all of y'all thinking that, well, if I'm immortal, y'all could be immortal too. Join me so that we can take down these gods. Because it was I am the one that I was the one that easily mentally played with them to where they was literally going to fight each other. Everyone is gone. Everyone. Just like that. That's crazy. That was sheer mind blowing to where, oh, you think you about to get more people here? No, sweetie. They're all gone. You basically killed everyone in the world all because you want to get Morpheus back. Now, look, I get it. You found someone you want to be with. You found someone you want to spend your life with, and they pass away. Okay. It's hard to move on because you would never find another person like that. But you do not make your way to God's door and demand that he brings the person you love back. That is not how things work. If the God of light can't do it, what makes you think he's going to let the God of darkness do that? Because think about it. Let's say, right, okay. Let's say the God of darkness, right, he brought back Morpheus. Do you know that, what if she goes around saying that, hey, if you lose someone, the God of darkness will bring them back. The God of light is right. You're going to disrupt the flow of balance. Like, for real. That's basically saying the world will be overpopulated because no one's going to die. The God of darkness is going to be bringing them back. Like, he literally said, let them rest. Like, come on now. That's like torture in a way, but you can see she doesn't care. Like, usually if someone's like, you know, dead and gone, let them rest. Okay? Let them go. But no, it's like you basically want him to stay by your side for God knows how long. But the God of light letting him know that, listen, here's these 4 relics, okay? If you get all these relics, you know, like Chaos Emeralds and all that, put them together. If you get all these 4 relics, we will come back and we will judge mankind. to see have they learned from their lesson, or are they irredeemable? So if God's giving you this task, that's not a task. That's a burden of a lifetime. And the fact this man had to literally be, it's basically saying, I'm immortal as well, but not like Salem to where I be reincarnated every single time. That's crazy that he was, they all know. They all know. So time and time again, he has been literally trying to stop Salem, but you can't. And literally asked 3 questions right then and there. What are the relics? What do they do? How do I destroy her? If the genie of knowledge tells you you can't, what can you do? What can you do? You tell me. If someone holds the knowledge and tells you that you can't stop her, what can you do about that? What can you do about that? So now, the moon, the moon makes sense too. God of Darkness just, hey, I'm flying wherever I'm going. If it's in my way, it's going to be destroyed. Now that explains the moon. Basically, everything that I wanted to know. The moon, Morpheus' secret, when he got defeated by Cinder that time. I'm like, how did he come back? Why is he in a child's body? That's been answered. Like the secrets of Morpheus, the secrets of Salem, and the secrets of the moon. Everything has literally been answered. So now it's like, I know everything. Now, only thing I need to know is, how are we going to stop Salem? That is like my biggest question right now. The relics, I'm not too worried about that because sooner or later we'll find those. We'll get information, but I want to know, how can we stop this person that's immortal? How can we stop that? But that part when God of Light said only when learn from your lessons of, life and death, that is when you caress. So it's like, basically the only way to stop her is for her to learn her lesson. That's the only way. Because once she learns her lesson, then that's when the curse will probably be lifted probably. You know what I mean? Because when the God of Light said that, that made it clear to me that, so basically, you need to learn your lesson. Instead of you still being so demanding after everything that's happened, you have a long way to go. I mean, like, and that's the thing too. How can you make someone learn their lesson when they are literally on bloodlust infinity mode, vengeance, unlimited mode, and just a grudge, never ending mode? How can you make someone learn their lesson if those 3 tiers doesn't stop? How? Like, you would need something stronger than like the power of friendship. Literally something stronger than that in order for her curse to be broken. But anywho though, that's it for this video. That is it. My head hurts. That was so much to take in. Oh God. But anywho, I hope y'all enjoyed this 3-part episode of this video. Stay tuned for next week's big movie length episode of RWBY. Y'all know how it is, folks. You know what gets my attention. If you're new, you want to stay tuned to more RWBY coming your way every Sunday. Tap that button down below. I'll continue to give you a show. Hope y'all have a good day. Hope y'all stay safe. And yes, you already know. Peace out. Oh man. That was a knowledge of a lifetime. In one big setting.